I'm not a baby. It look like you the baby.
28. Uncle, no.
28? I'm 27. Oh.
So what you want? What you trying to say?
Try to grab the number. If that's your uncle.
If that's my uncle.
Yeah.
What if that's not my uncle?
That's your cousin.
That's not my cousin. That's my partner.
Partner in crime? Like.
My partner in crime. My ride or die. There we go. You ready to fly?
That's your boyfriend?
It's my guy. We're polys.
What's poly?
It's when you are happy to be with someone, but you're also allowed to be with others.
Yeah, he had that look on his face like, you just made that up. She said poly is when you're with someone, but you're allowed to be with someone else.
So you can talk to me?
I mean, if I wanted to.
I'm saying, do you though?
In what way?
And whichever way you want to take it, you poly. I'm trying to see what that's like.
Are you trying to see what that's like?
I'm not poly, but you know what I'm saying? What up, Aunt? She says you are.
He said, what up?
Partner.
I am.
That is crazy. I'm thinking you like somebody related. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, trying to take her?
Take her. She's playing. I don't really understand. Like this shit is.
You gotta feed her.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
You dead ass?
Well said.
You for real?
You asked Polly.
So he about to leave you. He's lying.
I like crawfish
She said, I like crawfish
Yeah, he's lying.
and ramen.
and
He's
ramen.
lying. But why is he leaving?
Hey, you wanted to talk.
I don't know if this is staged or not, but if it isn't, yo, these poly people out here moving different, man. These polyamorous folks, shit, it ain't for me. It ain't for me. I look, I could be wrong. This could be my own ignorance, but I feel as though if a man would allow his woman to go off with another man like this, then he doesn't really love her. And if a woman would allow herself to be involved in something like this, then she doesn't really love her man or her partner who she claiming to be with. But I could be wrong. This, like I said, this could be my ignorance. But this is interesting. But yeah, before we get into the next video, I'm happy to announce that this video is sponsored by none other than Teach Henley. Now, y'all done heard me talk about them before, and I'm going to continue to talk about them because I know how much of a positive impact their products will have on your life. I'm serious. So I know some of y'all don't believe me when I tell you how much implementing a quality skincare routine will have on your self-confidence in all aspects of your life. Especially when you're like me, fellas, and you're getting up in age a little bit. I just turned 35 years old, but can you tell? Can you tell? Nah, you can't. Don't even lie. Don't even lie on my name like that. But trust me, Teach Henley makes taking care of your skin uncomplicated. They provide you with all the things you need and nothing you don't. That's why I recommend you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. A daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer. And to make it that much easier for guys like us, they provide this instruction card in every box that tells you what product to use, how much to use, and in what order. This card comes in clutch. Skincare wasn't something that I always took serious. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But now that I have, I wish I started a lot sooner, I'll tell you that. But don't take my word for it because they have over 5,000 5-star reviews from customers around the globe. And in addition to amazing skin, members of Teach Henley get tons of deals, including at least 20% off of retail price, access to monthly deals, stop or pause your order anytime you like, and if you live in the US, free shipping. No brainer. And because Teach Henley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click the first link down in the description box and get 30% off your first order and a free gift. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Click that link and get started today. With that being said, back to your video. Alright y'all, this beautiful young lady here is about to put us on game. Teach us how to properly slide into a female's DMs and get that reaction or, you know, that interaction that you're hoping for. Let's go.
This is how you're gonna slide into girls' DMs on Instagram in 2022. Now, before you come at me like, who's sliding her DM? She's a 2 out of 10. She's mid. I don't care. If you think...
Yo, So they out here calling folks mid now, saying that like I didn't even know that. Like to say that a woman is mid is to say that she is not that attractive. That's crazy.
A mid, that's cool. I'm not your type. You're probably not mine either. I wouldn't look in your direction. Now, for the guys who actually have a girl that they have a crush on, whose DMs they want to slide into, this is what you're gonna do, okay? The first thing you need to remember is to not be the emoji guy, because if a girl has a public Instagram page, 9 times out of 10, she's getting sent like 50 emoji story replies per day, okay? And that's a lot to answer, and there's really nothing you can answer.
Okay, all right. I was confused for a second what she meant by that. So on Instagram, if you view somebody's story, you can send them emojis that will flutter that post with a bunch of emojis. So she said, don't be that guy, don't do that. Makes sense.
When you get an emoji, like, what do I say to that? I don't know. Thank you? Okay, cool. Then the conversation dies, right? So don't send the emoji, don't be the emoji guy. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pick an intention. Do you want to take her out on a date? Do you want her number? Do you want to invite her to a party? Whatever it is that you want from this girl, you're going to set your attention before you slide in her DMs. Then, and here's the most important part, you're going to work up some courage because you're going to send a voice note, okay? And your voice note needs to sound like it was not practiced. So follow these 3 simple steps. Again, introduction, always first.
Hey, look. I think I already know what you're talking about. This is exactly what I be doing. I set the intention. I'm trying to get this female off of this social media app and in my presence as quick as possible. And someone who hates text, I'm always sending voice memos regardless. So she's going to hear my voice.
As a stranger, don't come into my DMs asking me questions about myself or asking me on a date if you didn't even take the liberty of telling me your name. You guys, like, I have a white hair. I found it a couple days ago. What?
Getting old, lady.
Whatever. Nobody needs to know. I know you guys are gonna roast me for that, but I don't care. All right. Tip.
The fact that you even mention it says that you do care. Maybe not.
Number 2. After you introduce yourself in the voice note, hey, good morning. My name is Marcus. I think your most recent outfit picture on Instagram was stunning, and I just wanted to let you know that. Based on everything I've seen in your stories, you have a really cool vibe, and you intrigue me. Would you do me the favor of accompanying me on a dinner date?
Look, now, it's very rare that women give decent enough advice on how to pick up other women. You would think they would know, but they don't. 9 times out of 10, 99% of the time, they don't. But what she said actually is good. What she said, it was kind of straightforward, saying, hey, would you accompany me on a dinner date? You know, there's other things that you can do outside of an actual dinner date that the female actually may feel more comfortable with. So just play around with it a bit because, you know, a dinner date may seem a little bit too intimate. So.
To XYZ. Or would you accompany me on a coffee date? Or can I take you out sometime this week? Be nice and make it sound like it was her idea or her suggestion, or that, you know, you're just dying for her company, because guys don't do that. So if you want to stand out,
I don't know if I would say to make it seem like you're dying for her company, but there are ways to make it seem as though it was her suggestion for y'all to go out on a date. It all depends on how you word certain things in the conversation. If you ask her about some of her interests and stuff, has she done this or has she been there? And that way you can kind of initiate a hangout situation where it made it seem as though it was her idea.
You're gonna have to be a little dramatic, at least in the very beginning, okay? Send a voice note. Why? Because she's not gonna ignore a voice note. She's gonna open the voice note and listen to it. But she might ignore a message that you typed out because she could read it, look at your profile, and be like, nah. You know?
Big facts.
Next.
I didn't even think of it like that. She probably won't ignore a voice memo, but she probably will ignore the text because she can read the text without even opening it. That makes sense.
So that's my advice for how to slide into a girl's DMs. Send a voice note, introduce yourself, compliment her on something on her Instagram or story that was recent.
Somebody has probably done this to her. That's why it works. She was like, oh, you little slick, little sly, little mofo. You actually slid in my D. Had you text me, I probably wouldn't have answered. But this worked. Y'all won't believe what this man did. Watch.
I'm not the type of guy that approaches women, generally speaking.
Let's talk about that real quick. He said that he's not the type of guy that approaches women. Ladies, I need y'all to understand this. Hear me loud and clear. Majority of men don't approach women. Majority of men don't approach women. It's very, very seldom. It may be to the point where they feel like, oh, this individual right here, there's no way I can let them pass me up. I have to say something to them. Even if they don't try to close the deal, they want to at least feel as though, hey, I got that off of my chest. I approached her. I said something to her. Even if they don't close the deal. But understand, ladies, most guys do not approach.
But for whatever reason, in that moment, everything inside of me said, you absolutely have to say something to this woman.
Look at her.
You only have a few seconds or a few seconds to really think about what that is. So she was passing me by.
He said he followed me.
I approached her and asked for directions.
We walked and we talked, and he asked me where I was going, and I was like, oh, I have an eyebrow appointment. I was like, don't look. I am married, if that's what you're asking me.
This man took her from her husband.
And I could see him like deflate. and I was like, well, what about you? And he's like, I'm divorced.
Yeah,
and then it got a little tricky because in that moment, I like grabbed his forearm and I was like, when did you know? When did you know? Like, when did you know to pick up the phone and call the lawyer and just like make it happen? Like when, and he was like,
yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Crazy chick.
Here's this woman who herself was already in the mindset of wanting to leave her husband, but couldn't find the courage to do so. Now, some of y'all might think that this is wrong for her to do, that she was cheating, but her soul, her spirit had already clocked out of that relationship. She was ready to go. Some may consider it to only be cheating if you still feel so connected and still want to work things out with this individual. But if you've clocked out, then you've clocked out. And this man was by her side to help her, you know what I'm saying? To help her clock out of this situation. This man was by her side to help her leave the situation that she was in, show her how she could do it, while also building her up for himself. God, that's crazy. But hell, it happens. He was patient. He was real patient. But y'all leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below. Which one of these clips was your favorite? Which one of these clips do you want to talk about? Talk about it down there. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. See ya.